Hi, this is Angela. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you've never been here before. My name is Angela and this is Angela Loves to Stitch. I love to cross stitch and other kinds of stitching. So my last video, which I actually just put out yesterday, was exciting for me because I went over what I'm going to be doing for the month of pretty much all of December and then a few days in November. And that is picking a project every other day to start, a new start. Mostly involve kits of different sizes and different brands and different designers, some different designers, a couple. So anyway, that was well received.
Stop.
I think. Hold up. I changed my mind. Are you really surprised that I changed my mind? Anyway, I'm not gonna do that anymore, but I'm gonna let you keep watching the rest of the video and I'll tell you my plans later. But everything that you're about to see is not gonna happen. And then also, I was excited to see so many people comment that they would like to join in on the start along that I'm going to be doing for my birthday, the end of December. And I am excited. Except my birthday sale is gonna happen still. That's still gonna go on. So December 30th, start something new and help me celebrate my birthday. I don't feel like I'm looking actually at the camera. So look at my tree and Santa. See Santa? Yeah, we're still gonna do that, but I'm not gonna be starting something every day. It's just way too much for me. I wanna start what I wanna start when I wanna start it. Now this is not something that you have to do all during the summer. It's just on that day of my birthday, then just start something new and then send me your picture on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, go ahead and ask to follow me. I think it's private just because I had some issues before. So, and then it's easier for me to like correspond, I feel like, on Instagram than it is on YouTube. So do that. And then I'm gonna take those pictures, hopefully if I'm sent any, and save them and put them in a video like sometime in January, probably. So yay, new starts. Okay, so today is Thursday, November 30th, the last day of November. And I can't believe that December is about to start. Yesterday, I drew out a project for me to start yesterday, and I did, which I'm going to show you that in a minute because I worked, well, I'll show that to you now. The one that I drew out was this one, the gold collection from the gold collection's Dimensions, and it's called Midnight Dance. And I've had this one for a while. Well, I'm not gonna show you Midnight Dance because although it's, you know, a really nice kit and I like it, I bought it, but I'm not gonna do it. So I'm not even gonna show it to you because I'm not gonna pick it up again. It's just, I want to stitch Christmassy stuff. I guess I'm a seasonal stitcher and I just really don't want to work on it. So I'm going to not show that to you. So I'll move on to the next part of that video. I discovered a channel that I was like in awe of. I was like, what? Okay, so I was watching another YouTube, or just kind of, I don't even know if I follow this person. I can't even remember the name of the channel, to be honest with you. But they were talking about stitching stockings, and they mentioned a YouTube channel called the Traveling Stocking Stitcher. If you don't follow her on YouTube and Instagram, stop what you're doing right now, especially if you like stockings. Stop what you're doing right now and go and follow and watch along. She just recently put out a video on all of the stocking. Well, not all of them. I think she's done more, but I think there was like 40 different stockings that she's done. And she, I think, has done some that are like in kits, some that are ones from just other cross stitch patterns that she like adapted into a stocking. If it had like an L shape, I was like, oh. And it's interesting to hear her reason why. And when I was listening to it, I was like, I understand exactly what she's saying. One of the reasons why she likes finishing them into stockings is because she doesn't want to have to frame all these things, because that can get kind of expensive, and she doesn't have, maybe she doesn't have the wall space or know where to put them. And also it's just fun to take them all out every year and look at them, and they're like new to her because she doesn't have them hanging up in her house all the time, but yet they're finished. And so she gets these, she collects the stocking holders, and she displays all her stockings of all different kinds. Oh, you just have to go watch the video if you haven't. Go watch it. Go watch it right now. I was like, I was just like, I couldn't believe it. I just thought it was the best thing ever. The best thing ever. So that kind of got me into stockings. I love that idea, because I don't want to frame everything I do. I don't want to make it into a pillow. I don't want to, but I could make it into a stocking and just bring them out every year. I could do that. I definitely could do that. And it would bring me joy for a month. And then I can work on more all during the year and then bring them back out and go, oh, remember this? So I'm not going to do it for everything I'm stitching, of course, because that would be impossible, but it made me want to stitch more stockings. So first of all, going back to this is going up now. I've started it and putting it back into its little baggie, and I have no idea when that will come back out, but it's okay, because I started it and it's not just sitting there like, start me, please. Okay, so because I was watching those videos today, I decided, because today is my like off day where I don't have to stitch, I'm not starting something new, I decided to bring out the stocking, the actually one stocking that I really got going, and that is another one from Dimensions, and it's Holy Night Stocking. And this one design is by Richard Jesse Watson, and it is on, what size fabric? 18 count ivory Aida. And I'm using everything that came in the kit, and this is kind of a mess because I have a lot of hanging threads, but I decided to work on it some today, and I was actually doing it in hand. So let me just move these little threads out of the way. I'm trying to go back in and work all these in, to be honest with you, because they're getting on my nerves. But I went up here, and what I did, is there a needle still in here? Yes, there is. They're right there. So, but what I did is I came over here, and these like 3 blocks or squares, whatever, I had not filled in. And so I filled those all in with, basically it was mostly just a dark blue. And then and a lot of them were 4 strands of, I'm missing a nail, sorry. 4 strands of floss and half stitch or whatever, half stitch, yeah. And so I came all the way over here, and then I came back over to this side, and I filled in this white part of the star. And so now I'm moving over this way, okay? So I already had started in the middle and got the cow, I guess that's what it is, finished, or I guess it's all the cow. How much of the cow shows? Yeah, the cow goes to the edge there. So this is the edge of the stocking, and I've actually started up, on this, I got a little bit of the Joseph's cape, or whatever it's called, not cape, hood, his hooded whatever. So that's where I'm at. And this stocking is going to be hanging, going towards the cow. So it's going to be, the foot of it's going to be coming down this way, which is the complete opposite of how some of my other stockings are. But I don't care. I don't care. They don't have to all be matching. They're definitely not going to be. So I got to get over that right now, because I already know that they're not matching, because that one I saw, or that I showed you in the last video of the Heaven and Earth design stocking, those are both where the foot of the stocking is going this way, which is, I guess, towards my right, if I'm looking at it. And so these are going the opposite way. And I don't know if all Dimensions kit stockings are made to go hang that one way. And I'm not smart enough to figure out how to reverse it. So I'm just gonna leave it and be completely happy. I don't have to have things all uniform either. I like kind of like, now the ones, if I do that one from Mary Beal, if I continue to make more of those after I finish like a first one, or actually restart the first one I made, or that I started, then I probably would have them going the same way, because they've got words on them and they continue. It's like, anyway. Look it up and you'll understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's all I've worked on. And I decided that since I actually got dressed today and, washed my hair and have a little bit of makeup on and filming a video where you can see my face, that I would go ahead and draw another new start for tomorrow, which is December 1st, because I'm due to do one tomorrow. So I'm going to just randomly, these are all mixed up, like I said before, and so I don't know what's in them. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna pick this one right here. Where is it? And I'm opening it. It's stuck together. Okay, so I am doing the Christmas Cardinal from Mill Hill. That's what I get to start tomorrow. And let me go get that and show it to you. This is a smaller one. So it's actually, it's actually something I might actually could finish if I worked on it. I'll be right back with that Christmas Cardinal. Okay, I'm back, and I have Christmas Cardinal right here. I'm gonna take the picture out because it's so much easier to see. Isn't it cute? Christmas Cardinal from Mill Hill. This is from the Winter Holiday Collection. And I don't know what year. Does it say? It probably says somewhere on here, but I can't see. 2007? Okay. So it's a cute little cardinal, and it's even got some like little oh, what's that called? This like, I don't know, that stuff. It's in the kit here. Since this is so small, I can take it out. It looks like that. It's like sparkly stuff. I don't know what that is, but it's like a trim. And then the beads, it's got lots of red ones, and there's some other colors mixed in with that. And then some red and green ones. And there is actually a magnet in here. So this is so small that it could be a magnet, but it's gonna be, I think I'm gonna make it a needle minder. I think it's small enough to be a needle minder. And of course it comes on this little tiny piece of perforated paper. So that's my start for December 1st. I need to write this stuff down so I can remember when I started what and be a little bit more organized when it comes to that. I do enjoy Mill Hill kits. They're fun to do in between big projects for me because I see something completed, and I said I'm a process stitcher, and I am, but I do like to have some things completed every once in a while. So yeah, I do love Mill Hill kits, and I love the beads. I love beading. I have several projects that are just beads. I'm not from Mill Hill, but other pieces of mine that I have done or worked on like over the past few years, but that are still not completed. But I enjoy them. And in fact, I'm going to do another shout out. I told you about the traveling stocking stitcher. And that is one of my shout outs of, I mean, I sent her a message on Instagram. That's about as much as I think she might follow me now on Instagram. So, but the other shout out is my friend Jan Holder on Instagram. On YouTube, it's Hoop It Up with Jam. She's just Jam. I said Jam, but I meant Jan. Hoop It Up with Jan. And we talk a lot on Instagram. I consider her a good stitchy friend and an encourager also, which is nice. She's been finishing a lot of things lately. She just started not too long ago her YouTube or her FlossTube, and she's doing such a great job that she is already far bypassed my subscription number. Which I knew that she would, because she just does so many different things that people really, really like. And she's got a variety. She does, I think a lot of Teresa Kogut and Plum Street. And she does Mill Hills, and she does Dimensions. And she has a great personality, and she's very interesting to watch. If you go on her Instagram, you can see, and it's Jan Holder, I think her Instagram is, and she has just finished a Mill Hill kit. It is a Santa from Jim Shore, because Jim Shore is does a lot of his artwork, and Mill Hill creates it, or whatever, however that works. So go check her out if you haven't already, and look at her cute little Santa and all the other things she's been finishing lately. I'm impressed. But anyway, I told her, I sent her a message not too long ago saying, I need you to hold me accountable to not start anything or buy anything. And anyway, that didn't work, but it's not her fault. I didn't send her a message and I was contemplating it. It doesn't matter. I do it because I enjoy it, and can't take it with you. Something happens, they're all sitting there, and anyway, don't want to get like morbid, but doing what I love. All right, so I'm going to end this segment of the video, and I will be back. I might draw for Saturday tomorrow and show you what I worked on tomorrow, because it's really hard for me to film on the weekends because my husband's here, and he just anyway, I don't like to film, or I definitely don't want to film with him around because he'll think I'm crazy. And he doesn't need to think I'm any more crazy than I am. So I probably will draw tomorrow for Saturdays. And then I'll just come back on Monday, I guess, and do one. I don't know. I'm just gonna do it every day. If I draw before I can make a video, I'll just show you what I picked out. Okay. All right. So I'll see you in the next clip. Okay. So this is the deal. And I have a bright, like, random light just shining on me because I wanted you to see. It's dark in here because I wanted you to see Santa. We have Santa in our window, and Santa is out because he greets the school bus that comes by our house at 6:30 in the morning when it's still dark. And anyway, it's kind of like something I've been doing for a few years. And this year he's just staying up here in the craft room and I face him the other way, but he wanted to join the video. So Santa is here. This was actually my mom and dad's. Okay, so this is the deal. I did start the Mill Hill Christmas Cardinal, and then I also drew the next day or the 2 days after, and I drew Joseph from the Nativity trilogy, also from Mill Hill. I did start both of these. I'm not going to show you because it's a very, very small start, because while I was, I started this one and then I actually kind of kitted this one up or separated all the floss when I was participating in Jingle Ball, which was super fun. And then I came to the realization that I do not want to do this. And I know those of you that know me are going to be, not again, Angela, not again. And I am pretty well known that what I say I'm going to do, I don't do. It really just boils down to, it's too much. Starting something every other day just to say I'm starting something, I don't really want to do that. I want to, because it's Christmas, I want to stitch on Christmas stuff, the things that I have that are Christmas related. I want to work on my stocking that I showed you. I don't want to be starting something new. I want to work on that. I'm a seasonal stitcher for the most part, especially this time of year. But I'm also really want to work on my other stockings that I have, and I want to work on those all the year long. So I'm going to be starting some new things between now and Christmas, and I already have started some new things, which I'm going to show you in just a minute, but I'm not going to do one every other day. Therefore, I'm not going to be drawing out of my cute little stocking anymore, because I'm just not going to do that. I still am going to do the birthday start, which I said before, and I might possibly do a Christmas Eve start, and maybe a New Year's Eve or New Year's Day start. Maybe. My birthday, I already have something picked out. A fabric, floss, pattern, everything. So I know what that is. So that's the deal. That's the deal. So do you want to see what, okay, so I told you that I'm into the stockings, and a part of that I know is because of the season that we're in. It's stocking season, I guess. And then I discovered, the traveling stocking stitcher, which also was very inspirational to me. If you haven't, again, go check out her channel. Her name is Deb, I believe. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. I watched all of her videos. I think she puts one out like every month, and I've watched all of them. And something else that's very interesting about her channel is because she is the traveling stocking stitcher, she does a lot of traveling, and she shows pictures of her traveling, And she has a lot of very just interesting information about the places that she visits, and a lot of good information for someone who doesn't really travel outside the country very much, like myself. I mean, I go, you know, I go to Florida a lot, but that's just about it. It's just very interesting to me to hear about these different parts of, you know, the world that you know, if I went there a long time ago, I don't remember because I was too young. I just find everything very interesting, and she has a lot of good information. Also, she's pretty funny. So please, please check her out. And also, again, go check out Jan Holder, or Hoop It Up with Jan, because she's awesome as well. So I've started stitching some stockings, and I'm going to show you what I've been working on. I have 3, in addition to 3 stockings that I've started, in addition to the dimensions one that I already showed you. I'll be right back and show you them. Okay, so this is one of the 3 stockings. I actually started this today. And today, by the way, is Wednesday, December 6th. So this is actually a stocking, or is going to be a stocking from Serendipity Designs. It's by Rebecca Waldrop, and it's a Marbeck, like angel. I think that's right. I've never even heard I saw this on the Traveling Stocking Stitchers channel, and I was like, I'm going to do one of those. And the thing that drew me to it is that it's an angel, first of all. And because my name is Angela, I like angels. But also I just thought it was very pretty. Here's a picture of it. Okay, so this is the pattern. I actually ordered this pattern off of eBay. It wasn't very much money. But what drew me into this is the amount of like Cardinal or shiny floss in this thing, okay? And I wish that like the pictures, like I don't know how they took their pictures to get it to show up, because you can see in this picture the shininess of it. But when I show you here, it just looks flat, but it's actually in reality very sparkly. So I don't know, maybe someday I'll be able to capture the sparkle of the thread on here. But so I have been working on this, and I'll show more later. It'll take me a while because it's hard to work with this stuff. Now I am using, in the pattern, it calls for what Cardinal used to be called. What is it? Balgier, maybe? I don't even know if I'm saying that. And they changed it to Cardinal, I think. And it's a bunch of stuff that I don't have, and I was not going to order. I ordered a red Aida, 18 count Aida, because that's what the pattern calls for. But it's just plain old Aida from 1-2-3 Stitch. And then everything else, I'm using stuff that I have. I don't want to order all these different kinds of floss or threads that I don't have. And so I was like, you know what? I think I can make this work with what I already have. I don't want to be spending a ton of money. So I'm doing that. I'm doing it. If I don't have a color of a Cardinal or whatever it's called, I'm actually taking one strand of the color. I'm looking it up. I'm looking up the color. Oops, sorry. I'm looking up the color, and I'm trying to get as close to that color as possible. And then I'm blending it with this, I don't know what it is, blending filament to give it kind of a shine. And that's what I'm going to do. And then the other things that I'm using are the petite treasure braids, whatever, the stuff that if I have the color that matches, like, and that's what it's going to be. And I think that it'll be just fine. It's still gonna be pretty. The next stocking that I've been working on is this one from DesignWorks. I ordered this off of Amazon. It was less than $20 for the kit, and that's what it looks like. In the kit, it's a 14 count Aida cloth with the floss, the cotton floss needles, some metallic threads, some beads, and some backing fabric, which I probably wouldn't use. I think the backing fabric has like Santa Clauses on it. So yeah, it's I think a lot prettier, or going to be a lot prettier in person than it is even in this picture, because I saw on the Amazon, website, whatever, you know how they have reviews of different products? They had pictures of people who'd finished it and it looked really pretty. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get that. So I got it and I started it, and that's what I've done. She's pointing to, I guess, a star. So this pattern is by Joan Elliott, and it's put out by DesignWorks. You can find it on Amazon. They actually have another one, another angel that I would like to get, but I want to finish some of these other ones first. All right, and I know that you cannot tell much about this, but this is the stocking from the Mary Beal, who has 10 stockings, and each of them have like it like reads out over the 10 stockings that like Christmas story out of the Bible, the scripture. And like what I'm working on up here, I got to the very first word in it, and it's like, and Joseph also went up, and anyway, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And as I get this more completed, I'll show this, but these are just very, very beautiful stockings. I don't have a cover photo. I want to pop one in, probably a half screen. I've done that before, but I started it and didn't like the size of the fabric that I was using. And so I restarted it, and I'm on using 28 count like a Lugana or something. And it's an even weave, and it's so easy to stitch on. I love the Lugana or however you say it, the even weave. I love stitching on that, and because it's 28 count, it's easier for me to see than like the 36 that I was stitching something on. So this will, I've gone across that, so that's going to be like the width, and it's going to come down and go this way, I hope. So that is the other stocking that I'm working on. Okay, and I also am working on one other one. I'm not going to show that one to you because I have not done very much on it at all. In fact, I pretty much just kitted it up during Jingle Ball, but haven't really started it. And it's a pattern, it's Santa. It's Santa, it's really cute, but I haven't really, the picture looks cute, but I haven't done anything on it yet, so I will show you that later on. And which is exciting, that I just found this out like tonight, that Ronnie of GaRon Toten Bags, or GaRon Stitchery, Ronnie and Gary, Ronnie is starting, or he did, I guess, already start a sale. I guess it started on the 1st of December, but it is a stocking stitch along or start along. And the hashtag for that is, I hope I get this right. It's like hashtag Ronnie socket to me Sal, I believe. Anyway, he talks about it in his YouTube on the YouTube channel, or in the latest FlossTube. I'm sorry, I'm having a really hard time with words right this second. And it was just 8 o'clock. They talk about it on their FlossTube, their latest one. He also think some people are hashtagging it on Facebook, in their group on Facebook, and also on Instagram. So if you have a stocking that you have started or want to start, then do it now and join Ronnie's Sal, because I've joined it times 4 or 5 right now with all the stockings. Anyway, you know, come spring or come January, I'll be ready to stitch flowers. So I figured now's the time to get it done. Now's the time to start things and get them going, because I will eventually come back to them if I would love to have them, because I would love to like have a collection of stockings. But I mean, I would love to have a lot of things, I guess. I'm enjoying doing them, so it's okay. No pressure. I think that's a theme. I've seen so many different, I think Stitch and Mommy, the title of her video that I saw today was like no pressure. I've watched like 2 other videos today, and I swear both of those they said no pressure. I think this time of year, with everything that's going on, all the events, all the celebrations, all the parties, all the get-togethers, all the cooking, all the present and gift buying, all the things that we have to do, all the money that we have to spend to do it, I think people are just trying to let's not put any more pressure on ourselves, especially with cross stitches, which we should be just enjoying. So that's what I plan to do for the rest of this month. And I hope that you will do that too. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.